What if I told you that the power of your subconscious mind isn't just a book? It's a key that can unlock everything you've ever dreamed of, because whatever you plan in your subconscious becomes your reality. And when you fill it with faith, success, and vision, the universe itself starts working for you. You're watching Beyond the Cover, where books change lives. Inside you right now lies a force more powerful than any circumstance, any challenge, and any limitation you have ever faced. It is not outside of you. It is not something you need to find in the world. It has always been within you, waiting for you to notice it, to trust it, and to use it. This force is your subconscious mind. It is a quiet architect of your life, working tirelessly beneath the surface, shaping your thoughts, your actions, your habits, and ultimately your destiny. You might not see it, but it is at work every single second, recording every belief you hold, every emotion you feel, every word you speak, and using it as raw material to create the life you are experiencing right now. The truth is, most people live their entire lives never realizing they have the power to direct this force. They think life is just a matter of luck, circumstance, or chance. They think their past defines their future, that their environment controls them, that the events outside are stronger than the possibilities inside. But that is only because they have been programmed, unknowingly, often by others, to think small, to expect little, and to settle for less. Yet, the moment you become aware of your subconscious mind, the moment you take responsibility for what you feed it, everything changes. You move from being a victim of life to the creator of life. You stop waiting for miracles and start producing them. Your subconscious mind is always listening. It does not argue. It does not reason. It simply accepts whatever you impress upon it and goes to work to make it real. If you feed it fear, doubt, and negativity, it will faithfully create a life filled with problems, struggles, and missed opportunities. If you feed it confidence, faith, and vision, it will just as faithfully create a life filled with growth, abundance, and possibilities. This is not philosophy. It is how your mind has always worked, whether you realize it or not. And starting today, you can take control. Think about this. Every belief you hold about yourself right now was programmed into you, either by repetition, emotion, or authority figures in your life. Someone might have told you as a child that you weren't good enough, and your subconscious, without question, stored it as truth. Someone might have told you that money is hard to make, and again, your subconscious accepted it and began to shape your experiences to match that belief. But here's the most liberating truth you will ever hear. No belief is permanent. Every belief can be changed. And the moment you change the beliefs in your subconscious mind, your entire reality begins to shift. This is why you must become intentional about what you allow into your mind. You cannot expect a harvest of abundance if you are planting seeds of fear. You cannot expect confidence if you are constantly telling yourself you are not enough. You must speak to your subconscious with authority, with clarity, and with unwavering belief. You must tell it exactly what you want, over and over again, until it has no choice but to accept it as reality. And when it accepts it, the universe around you begins to rearrange to make it happen. The beautiful part is, your subconscious doesn't care if what you tell is true or not. It will believe anything you repeat with emotion. That's why people who constantly say, "I can't do this," eventually find themselves in situations where they truly can't. That's why people who believe, "I always have bad luck," continuously encounter more bad luck. But the opposite is also true. People who say, "I always find a way," do. People who say, "Opportunities flow to me," find themselves in the right place at the right time over and over again. It is not magic. It is mental law. So, starting now, you have to decide what you will no longer accept as truth. You have to draw a line and say, "This ends here." No more repeating old limitations. No more reinforcing negative stories. No more letting the voice of fear speak louder than the voice of faith. You must replace the old programming with a new one that serves your future, not your past. And the way to do that is through consistent, emotional repetition, feeding your subconscious the exact images, words, and feelings that match the life you want to create. You can do this every single day. In the morning, before the noise of the world fills your mind, speak your affirmations with conviction. Visualize yourself already living your dream life, not in the distant future, but right now. Feel the emotions of having it, as if it is already yours. Your subconscious does not know the difference between imagination and reality. It treats them the same. So when you vividly imagine your success and flood your body with the emotions of having it, your subconscious begins to work behind the scenes to make it happen in reality. And understand this, it will feel strange at first. If you have spent years speaking negatively about yourself, replacing that with powerful, positive words will feel unnatural. That's normal. It is simply the old programming, resisting the new. But if you persist, if you keep feeding your mind the truth you choose, the old beliefs will fade and the new ones will take root. Soon, speaking words of power will feel natural, and speaking words of limitation will feel wrong. From this moment on, you are no longer a passive passenger in your own life. You are the driver, and your subconscious mind is the most powerful engine you will ever have. It will take you anywhere you command it to go. But remember, it will take you to the destination you choose, not the one you wish for in silence. So speak it, believe it, feel it, act on it, and watch your life transform in ways you never imagined possible. The power of your subconscious mind grows with your focus. Whatever you give attention to, it magnifies. If you keep focusing on your problems, they expand. If you keep focusing on your goals, they expand. Your subconscious is like fertile soil. It does not care what kind of seed you plant, it will grow it. Plant weeds, and you will get a garden full of weeds. Plant flowers, and you will get beauty and fragrance. This is why discipline of thought is not optional. It is essential. You must become a guardian at the gate of your mind, carefully deciding which ideas are allowed in and which must be rejected immediately. This is the first step to mastering your life from the inside out. Many people underestimate the connection between thought, emotion, and physical reality. But every result you see in your life today started as a thought. That thought carried an emotion, and that emotion drove an action, repeated enough times to become a pattern. Your subconscious recorded that pattern and made it automatic, so you no longer even think about it. You simply live it. This means if you want to change your life, you cannot just focus on changing your outer world. You must first change your inner blueprint, the program running deep in your subconscious. Without this, you might force short-term changes, but sooner or later, your old programming will pull you back to where you started. This is why some people can lose weight but then gain it back, earn money but then lose it, find love but then sabotage it. Their outer circumstances changed, but their inner programming did not. They still carried the same beliefs, the same identity, the same self-image in their subconscious. And because your life will always align with your subconscious identity, the results return to match it. The only permanent transformation happens when the inside changes first, and then the outside follows. You must begin to live as if your dream is already real, not someday in the future, but now. When you do this, you are telling your subconscious, this is who I am, and your subconscious will work to make your external reality match that internal truth. Walk with the posture, speak with the tone, and carry yourself with the confidence of the person you are becoming. Don't wait until the world gives you permission. Give it to yourself. The world will follow. And here is something most people never realize. Your subconscious mind responds most powerfully to emotion. Facts and logic are important for the conscious mind, but the subconscious is moved by feeling. That means you cannot just repeat affirmations like a robot and expect miracles. You must feel the truth of your words in your body. You must visualize your future with such intensity that your heart beats faster, your breathing changes, and your spirit lifts. In those emotional states, you are impressing your subconscious deeply. You are rewriting your inner story. But do not just work with your mind once in a while. This is a daily discipline. Just like you would not eat one healthy meal and expect to be fit for life, you cannot speak to your subconscious once and expect lifelong change. Repetition is the mother of mastery. The more you affirm, visualize, and feel your desired reality, the faster your subconscious will accept it as fact. And once it accepts it, it will start guiding you with ideas, opportunities, and inspiration that align perfectly with that vision. Sometimes you'll notice coincidences start appearing, unexpected meetings, sudden chances, the right resources showing up at just the right time. These are not accidents. This is your subconscious mind working in harmony with universal laws, attracting and aligning what you need to fulfill your vision. You might call it luck, you might call it synchronicity, but the truth is, It is the natural outcome of inner alignment. You must also be careful with the words you speak every day. Every sentence is an instruction to your subconscious. When you say, "I can't," you are commanding your subconscious to block you. When you say, "I'm always unlucky," you're ordering it to create more bad luck. But when you say, "I'm finding a way," or "everything is working in my favor," you are giving it commands that open doors. Your subconscious is always on duty, always obeying. So choose your words like you are shaping your future, because you are. The power of your subconscious mind is not limited by time, age, or current circumstances. It does not matter how long you've been stuck, how many times you've failed, or how impossible your dream seems. The moment you begin reprogramming your mind with belief, vision, and consistent emotional energy, you set a new cause in motion. And once a cause is in motion, the effect must come. It is only a matter of time. So, protect your mind like it is the most valuable possession you own, because it is. Guard from the poison of negativity, doubt, and fear. Feed it daily with images of the life you want, words that lift and empower you, and emotions that feel like victory. In doing this, you will awaken a force within you so strong, so unstoppable, that no obstacle can stand in your way for long. This is the path to mastery. This is the key to becoming the person you were always meant to be. And it all begins in the hidden power of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind cannot take a joke. It believes every word you say, every image you hold, every feeling you repeatedly entertain. If you keep saying you are tired, you will feel more tired. If you keep saying you are broke, you will find yourself with fewer opportunities to create wealth. If you constantly complain, you are training your subconscious to search for more reasons to complain. But the opposite is also true. If you keep affirming strength, abundance, joy, and opportunity, your subconscious will begin scanning your environment for proof of those truths. What you repeat with conviction becomes your reality. Many people think they are victims of life circumstances, but in truth, they are victims of their own mental programming. This programming was built over years, sometimes without their awareness, through childhood experiences, repeated conversations, social conditioning, and even the media they consume. And here's the powerful truth. Because your subconscious accepted these ideas through repetition, it will also accept new, empowering ideas through repetition. You can overwrite the old with the new, but you must be consistent. The process is not instant. Think of your subconscious as a massive ship moving in one direction. If you turn the wheel, it will not spin around immediately. It takes persistence, steady pressure, and patience. But once it begins to turn, its momentum will carry it toward your chosen destination. This is why many people give up too soon. They plant the seed of a new belief, but then dig it up by returning to their old doubts. If you want to master your subconscious, you must decide, fully and finally, that your new reality is non-negotiable. One of the most powerful tools for this transformation is visualization. Your subconscious does not distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is real. It simply takes the input and begins to act on it. If you close your eyes and see yourself living your ideal life, feeling the emotions of success, health, love, and freedom, your subconscious will accept that image as truth and begin working to bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. The more detailed and emotionally charged your visualization, the faster the results. And remember, this is not just about wishful thinking. Your subconscious will guide you to take actions you might have previously ignored. You will notice opportunities that were invisible before. You will be drawn to people, ideas, and places that align with your vision. This is not magic. It is a natural result of directing the most powerful creative force you have. The key is to keep your vision alive in your mind long enough for the outer world to catch up. Another crucial factor is the state of relaxation. Your subconscious is most receptive when you are calm, just before sleep or just after waking. This is when your brain waves slow down and the critical, logical mind relaxes. At these moments, whatever you feed your mind will sink deeper. This is why listening to positive affirmations, visualizing your goals, or reading uplifting material before bed can have a profound impact. Your subconscious will work on those ideas all night, weaving them into your mental fabric. Do not underestimate the influence of gratitude. When you consciously focus on what you are thankful for, you shift your vibration from lack to abundance. Gratitude tells your subconscious, This is what I value. This is what I want more of. And your mind responds by finding ways to create more experiences that match that feeling. Even if you have little now, finding small things to appreciate starts the flow of abundance. A thankful mind is a magnet for blessings. You must also be aware of the environment you place yourself in. Your subconscious is always recording, always learning. Even when you are not paying attention, the people you spend time with, the conversations you engage in, the content you consume, all of these are seeds being planted in your mental garden. If you surround yourself with negativity, gossip, and limitation, those seeds will grow. But if you immerse yourself in inspiration, growth, and possibility, those seeds will grow instead. Be ruthless in protecting your environment, because your subconscious is shaped by it every day. When you begin to see results from this work, even small ones, celebrate them. Acknowledge the progress. Each win reinforces a new belief that you are in control of your destiny. This creates a feedback loop. Belief creates results, results strengthen belief, and belief creates even greater results. This is how transformation accelerates. It is not about perfection. You will have days when doubt creeps in, when old thoughts resurface. This is normal. The key is to notice it without judgment and return to your vision. Just as a pilot constantly makes small adjustments to stay on course, you will make mental adjustments every day to stay aligned with your desired reality. Over time, these adjustments become natural, effortless. The power of your subconscious mind is limitless, but it demands responsibility. Once you understand that you are shaping your life with every thought and emotion, you can no longer hide behind excuses. You cannot blame fate, luck, or other people. You must own your power, and with that power, consciously create a life that reflects your highest self. This is not just possible. It is inevitable when you commit to the process. You have within you the ability to rise above any limitation, to heal from past wounds, to create success beyond anything you've known. The blueprint is in your mind. The tools are your thoughts, emotions, and habits. The time to use them is now. Each day you delay, you reinforce the old program. Each day you take action, you strengthen the new one. Decide today to take full command of the incredible force within you, and your life will transform in ways that once seemed impossible. There is a universal law that never changes. What you plant is what you will harvest. Your subconscious mind is the soil, and your thoughts are the seeds. If you plant seeds of fear, doubt, and limitation, your harvest will be filled with struggle. If you plant seeds of faith, abundance, and courage, your harvest will overflow with blessings. You cannot plant one thing and expect another. You cannot feed your mind poison and expect health, or feed it scarcity and expect wealth. The law is precise, and it works for everyone without exception. When you truly grasp this, your life changes because you stop being careless with your mind. You stop letting random thoughts take root. You stop allowing other people's opinions to define your reality. You begin to guard your mental space with the same care you would guard your most precious treasure, because that's exactly what it is. You see, your subconscious doesn't just respond to what you want. It responds to what you expect. Wanting alone is weak. It's like wishing without commitment. Expectation is strong. It's the confident belief that something will happen. When your desire is backed by unwavering expectation, your subconscious aligns every resource within you to make it real. And here's the magic. This expectation comes from repetition, from seeing in your mind so many times that it feels familiar, inevitable. This is why the greatest achievers in history all understood the same thing. They lived their goals in their minds before they lived them in reality. They rehearsed success in vivid detail until it felt as natural as breathing. Whether it was an athlete visualizing victory, an inventor imagining a breakthrough, or an entrepreneur seeing their business thrive, the process was the same. The subconscious was programmed for success long before it showed up in the physical world. You can do the same. You can condition your mind to expect wealth, health, joy, and freedom. You can train your thoughts to reject fear and embrace possibility. You can, right now, choose to take command of the only thing you truly control, your inner world. And when you do, the outer world bends to match it. But remember, your subconscious will not argue with you. If you tell it you are unworthy, it will accept that. If you tell it you are capable of greatness, it will accept that too. It is your servant, but it is also your mirror. It reflects back to you whatever you consistently feed it. That's why the responsibility is yours alone. No one else can program your mind for you unless you allow them to. So start now. Choose your words carefully, because they are instructions to your subconscious. Speak as if your goals are already in motion. Act as if the life you want is already yours. Feel as if your dreams have already come true. This alignment of thought, feeling, and action creates an unstoppable current that draws your vision into reality. Every great transformation begins the same way, with a decision, not a half-hearted wish, but a clear, unwavering decision that you will live differently, think differently, and believe differently. That decision is a line in the sand, a moment where you refuse to return to the old version of yourself. From that point on, every thought you allow, every feeling you entertain, every action you take either moves you closer to your vision or further away from it. You will face challenges. The old patterns will try to pull you back. People around you may not understand, but your subconscious doesn't care about their doubts. It only cares about your belief. The moment you refuse to let go of your vision, the universe begins rearranging itself to support you. The right people appear. Unexpected opportunities arrive. Doors open where walls once stood. And as you live this process, something even greater happens. You realize the truth. You realize you were never powerless. You realize you were never stuck. You realize that every moment you had the key to your own freedom, and that key was your mind. With that realization comes a deep sense of peace and an unshakable confidence. You no longer hope for a better future, you expect it. You no longer chase success, you attract it. The time to begin is not tomorrow, not next week, not when things are more convenient. The time is now. Every day you delay is another day you live according to the old program. Every day you decide to act is another step into the life you were meant to live. And if you stay consistent, if you keep planting seeds of greatness, watering them with faith and protecting them from doubt, you will wake up one day living in a reality that others call a dream. This is not just about achieving goals. It's about becoming the person who naturally creates them. It's about stepping into a new identity, one that is powerful, fearless, and unstoppable. And that identity begins in your mind. Your subconscious will believe whatever you tell it. Tell it you are ready. Tell it you are worthy. Tell it you are destined for greatness. And then live every day as proof of that truth. Because the greatest power in the world is not outside of you. It is within you. And once you unleash it, there is nothing, absolutely nothing you cannot achieve. This is Beyond the Cover, where every page turns into hope, every word into strength. Until we meet again, keep believing your best chapter is yet to come.